Let's take a look at Solana. Last time we looked at Solana was on November the 2nd. Here is a recap. So as long as Bitcoin stabilizes and continue to trend higher, Solana will continue to follow this upward channel and oscillate within it and trend higher, and eventually will reach our target price of 300 as part of the breakout of this bull flag. But in the near term, given the fact that the signal lines are again at this way overbought territory, it's very likely that Solana would run up to about 240, where it would also be testing the resistance of this upward channel. As you can see, every time when it tests the resistance of the upward channel, it retraces. Test it, retrace. So there is a very high probability that once it reached 240, we would likely see some sort of retracement, and the retracement would be in between the 38.2% and the 50%. So my projection is Solana would retreat down to about 205 before it stabilize, consolidate, and run up again. Fast forward, this is the daily chart for Solana, and the data I have is 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on November the 13th. Last time when we looked at Solana was on November the 2nd. That was right after Solana retraced and then was able to ride this 10 days moving average, started to trend up. At this time, I was expecting that once the price reached the resistance of this upward channel, given the fact that Solana was in this way overbought territory, I was expecting at around a 240-ish, Solana would then retrace and consolidate. But momentum was very strong. Solana was able to ride the resistance of this upward channel all the way to 260 before started this retracement. Dropped down to about 217, in which it tested the support of this upward channel. At 217, we are looking at about 50% retracement from this 260. So that is very normal. And after that, for the past 4 days, every time when the price retraces and tests the support of this upward channel, it bounced right back up. Today, Bitcoin is up, so Solana is up as well. Solana is currently trading at 237 or up over 4%. The chart is looking extremely bullish. Most of the indicators are pointing to Solana would continue to trend upward. The Bollinger Band was way overextended after Solana spiked up and established this prior all-time high at 216. After that, the price retraced, the Bollinger Band contracted, consolidate, contracted more, get to the point where lots of momentum being built up, the width of the band get extremely tight. After that, we saw this major spike up in price. Bollinger Band started to expand, and now Solana is riding the upper band of this Bollinger Band. The 10 days moving average continue to lead the 50 days, and the gap is getting wider. That is a very bullish sign. The stochastic oscillator, Solana was in this way overbought territory, and the retracement allowed the signal line to re-enter this neutral zone. Right now, the blue signal line just crossed over and lead the red line. And that is an indication that the price would trend upward. And that's why we see this big spike up in the price today. So this is how I see Solana would likely trade from now until the end of this year. Right now, Solana is still trading below this 10 days moving average. So we need Solana to be able to continue to ride the support of this upward channel and then cross over this 10 days moving average. The key price for us to monitor is at 245. If Solana can trade at or over 245 and stabilize over that, I do expect to see the uptrend continue, and that's as long as Bitcoin continues to stabilize and trend higher. Solana would likely continue to ride this upward channel. And if you look at since the end of November, when Solana started this new bull run, once it hit the resistance of this upward channel, it retraced. So it was forming this small bull flag. broke out, ran up, retraced, formed another little bull flag. Now Solana is in the process of breaking out and running up. So the next time when it run up and retest the resistance of this upward channel would likely right at around 280. Then we would see this sort of retracement, another bull flag would be formed, and then Solana would break out. At this point, it will likely hit the target price of 300 as part of the breakout of this original bull flag that took more than 2 months to form. And momentum would likely push the price to as high as 320. At 320, Solana would be testing the resistance of this upward channel. And I do believe at that point, the Bollinger Band would be in this way overextended, very similar to back around the middle of December. So there is a very high probability that we would likely see Solana to retrace to allow the Bollinger Band to contract and then build up in order to support another run-up in price. And the way I see is normal retracement would be right at around the 38.2% for a strong project like Solana. So I do expect to see the price retrace, retest the support of this upward channel at around 280. Then there's a very high probability that the price would break down. And then Solana would likely be trading at around the 250, consolidate around that to allow the Bollinger Band to contract, and then sometime around the first quarter of 2022, we would likely see Solana begin another bull run. So in summary, I expect to see Solana trade at around 300 or even higher by late December. But likely by the end of the year, it would retrace and possibly stabilize around the 240, 250 range. And then we would likely see another bull run around the first quarter in 2022. Solana is a great project. It still has a lot more room to run up. I do not see any reason why Solana cannot get to half of the market cap of Ethereum or even higher. So I am very bullish on this project. That's it for this video. And don't forget to click that like button and reward me with a like if you appreciate the content that I'm presenting. Also, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button and subscribe. And make sure you turn notification on. And if you have Twitter, make sure you follow me at Vietmaxim because I provide constant update on all of our favorite cryptos.